Wiggity, what's up, fish tank people? FishTankTV.com, Dustin's Fish Tanks on a Sunday. Oh, it's Species Sunday, baby! Wow! I've been doing a lot of things recently, and my hand is wet because I've been in my tank. Shocking, I know. I want to talk about crypts. Crypts are awesome. They take a while to get established in your tank. The biggest thing that I see with people with crypts is they don't have any freaking patience, okay? You gotta have patience with crypts. Crypts come from all over Asia. I am holding a Crypt wendtii, whatever. Maya Oya, or M-I-O-Y-A. It's the only river where they're from. Actually, it's this one over here, back here. And I've just been getting a lot of really good crypts. I just planted that yesterday, by the way, so give it some time. But these crypts, and good crypts are hard to find. I'm actually not selling any of these just yet because I want to make sure I know exactly how to take care of them and maintain them and kind of what the best way to go is. This is a really cool crypt, and I've got some in the upper tank too. But crypts are sensitive though. They take time. They take a while to get going. You know, you'll put them in and they'll melt back. But I mean, you can look at these and you can see like it's going to be a really sweet plant. One of the things I do like about crypts is though they're sensitive and they'll lose leaves, check out the little, I don't want to call it rhizome, but like the root on this thing. So you see this tiny little plant coming off of here? Can you see that? Am I thumbing the way? Oh yeah, you see that little guy right there. And then this other little thing coming up here. So like when they get going, they do really, really well. So if you take it in your, like if I were to plant this into a new tank, these big ones would probably die off. The little leaf would probably make it and they'd be alright. They're tolerant of, you know, a decent amount of abuse once they're established, but it does take them time. So, you know, crypt's really a good plant. Not, there's actually a Cryptocoryne society, like people that just only do crypts. So you're definitely going to want to, you know, check that out if you're really into crypts. There's a Cryptocoryne society. But I'm going to show the upper tank up here because these crypts have been in for a day. So here's Crypt parva, which is hard to find and grows so differently under different conditions, and crypts are like that. This is that crypt. They call it crypt red, but it's like green. So I don't understand. I never understood that. Like they call it crypt red, but it's crypt bronze wendtii, but it's, or excuse me, red wendtii, but it's green. So I don't know. I've never really understood that. And then over here, some green wendtii, and then I got this stuff in the back that's really dope. And I just planted all this, and you can see it's just kind of straggly, kind of funky looking. But these crypts right here were up in my 125 and they're doing really well. They're actually 2 weeks in this tank, so I've got new growth. So once they get going, they're really well. Sometimes they don't melt. I'm gonna go ahead and tell you most of the time they melt. And then people have always said, Dustin, what's up with these crypts over here? These crypts are fat. These crypts are also like 5 years old. Like these crypts, they're dope. That's a bronze wendtii. It's a real big species, real nice. And I've got them and I'm just taking good care of them. I've grown them in dirt. I actually, you know, I'd love to show you the roots on them, but I don't feel like pulling them out. So I'm not gonna, but they have really extensive roots. One big long root too. So once you get that, you're good. And they're just doing really well. I'm really happy about them. Crypts are a great plant. Those that have been in the hobby a while will get crypts. I would steer clear of them. Beginners, unless you've got some real hardy variety. Once you have some success with like the jungle vows, the sages, the swords, and all that, then your next step is intermediate to crypts, in my opinion. You can do them as rookies, but I just think once you get the general feel and get some plants growing, then you want to get some crypts. They had a great color though. I mean, you don't get this kind of color with a low light plant, so it's definitely something you're going to want to check out. Also got some Crypt Spiralis back there. Tons of that for sale. Let me know. That plant is nuts though because it'll shoot off a runner way out of here. And